Hello, and welcome back to another episode of A Build a Day. Today, I was, let's start the story yesterday. So, I'm playing in my sort of survival world, and I had an idea, that basically, to sort of motivate myself in the world, I would create a sort of a story for it. So I came up with the idea that an adventurer lived on an island in a river, and they created the house and defeated the Ender Dragon. They then died after a long life, very good life, and their house was, reduced to ruins, and all that remain are the ruins and stuff, and that would be my base. Just give it a bit of story, make it feel lived in and stuff, and sometimes, that can work. So I was then going, well, how do I do this? And I present my, ruins inspired by this sort of semi-workflow that I've created. So basically, if you have a survival world and you want to do this and you want to create ruins, I find the best way is to open up a created world, preferably a copy of that world. So, just a creative world with the same seed, find a location, build up the full building, roof, walls, wooden bits, whatever, all of it as it would have been before it was ruined. For this, I didn't build the roof because I knew that the roof was going to be wood, and wood rots and decomposes and it leaves, so it's gone, so there's no point. But basically you build it up, and then you have to think, okay, what survives? How old are the ruins? So my ruins are pretty old, maybe even ancient, so no wood has survived, pretty much, right? No wood has survived, only the stone. And then we have to break down the stone. So we take, thin pillars, break those down all the way, and then take the tops off some of walls and things. Do it randomly as well, because, even in this build, you can see a bit of pattern coming in with the way I'm breaking stuff. So, sort of randomly breaking off tops of walls, and then we need to add texturing, obviously. So here I have stone bricks with they're a pretty good example. So you can do cracked stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, and adding some that haven't changed, and then doing stuff with the floor. So I was like, yeah, the floor's pretty boring, it's flat, let's add like this broken bit in the middle and some other broken bits around, and adding stuff like this sort of goes, there's like bricks missing and stuff, and things have been taken, and that would probably happen, I reckon. After a few thousand years, people are going to come along, they're going to loot what they can, sell it, etc. And then adding sort of debris and rubble around from the collapsed walls, texturing that, and then foliage. Foliage is key when creating ruins, because nature takes over surprisingly quickly. It is rapid in most circumstances, a few years. It's got plants growing up, all encroaching into it. So, you know, just some plants growing over some walls and stuff, and a couple custom trees around. So I popped in an oak tree. It's not one of my best, but you know, it'll do. I quite like it. It's just all right, but I could definitely do better ones. But yeah, you know, popping in some custom trees, and then sort of thinking after that about how the story has evolved since this adventurer lived there. So they live, they defeat the dragon, they die, their house is then left to nobody, so it, you know, pirates and bandits and looters, they come along, raid the place for all that it's worth. So basically everything is taken out, you know, precious items, etc. And then it's forgotten, right? Breaks down, all the stone walls collapse, the wood rots, plant life reclaims it, and then a few years afterwards, you know, maybe some bandits turn up, you know, and this works especially well if there's like a nearby village, and like a pillager outpost, one of those like pillager towers, you know, you can get one of those and like ruin it. You can add some proper story because it'll add life as well because there'll be pillagers around. But in this, I added a couple custom trees, and I was like, maybe some bandits. They turn up and they're like, yeah, this is an alright camp. We got some walls, we can defend ourselves. Let's claim it. So they pop up a big flag, you know, this is ours, and you know, gave it a bit of a wonkiness, bit of a crudeness. That's, you know, they're bandits. They're just, yeah, stick. Yeah, that'll do. Some banners, so 2 different colours of light grey and white, and then the red, sort of red, you know, evil, etc. The light grey and the white, sort of like a stained white, and then a campfire in the middle. But anyway, the video is over. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow.